Once upon a time, I was here. I'm your host, Winner 100, and this is the Novelist. Now, last time I played this game, in the last episode, things were getting pretty awesome, and then part 1 ended. And so began the second month of the Kaplan's stay at the house place they're at, like, right now, for the duration of the freaking story. So I think I'm actually going to start siding with Mr. Kaplan for a lot of these because, kinda has to land a publishing deal, and so far, apparently his book kinda sucks, so... Story so far. 1. When the Kaplans arrived and Dan was struggling with writer's block, he put his book aside for one night to have a bottle of wine and relax with his wife, but also found his notebook in time to send Paul an outline. 2. When Linda put on an art show and asked for Dan's help with publicity, he took Tommy to the beach and look for a conch shell instead, but also sent Paul a rough draft to ease the blow of missing his deadline. 3. When Tommy needed hours of extra tutoring help, Dan committed to knocking off every night at 7 o'clock for family time, but also made time to help Tommy for the first hour of his exercises each morning. 4. When Linda and Tommy had surprise visitors the same weekend that Dan's friend was visiting, ellipses. So I guess that's, what we're going to go into for the first chapter of part 2, which is chapter 4. Full House. A friend of Dan's was coming to visit. But what? Guess we'll have to find out. Okay, so apparently... What the hell was that? So apparently, What's-Her-Face's mom... hold on just a sec. Okay, so... And I stopped again. Now... Yeah, so, CT down there in the corner, also known to you guys as Bobby Bob, we are doing our payday thing, and so, he was just wondering if, if we, wanted to record, and I'm doing this. I'm going to record with him as soon as I'm done with this chapter. First, let me explore this little turd's memories, and we'll see what he sees. What's up with him and drawing that picture? He's drawn it 4 chapters in a row. Seriously, this kid needs to get some, like, new freaking artistic talent, because he continuously is just doing the same thing over and freaking over again. And I'm getting tired of it. It's the same clue. One time after another, and it's just Irma Gerds. Alright, where the hell is the other clue? There's this Lonnie Learns Letters book. Oh, there he is.
Can Davy sleep over? Let me call his mom.
Okay, so looks like he wants to have his friend spend a night, and he's freaking... Hello, there is a note on the refrigerator. Let me get over there. Dinner this week. Sunday, stir-fry steak and broccoli with rice. I don't want to think about food right now, thank you very much. That did not accomplish a damn thing. Tommy, I need to search the house for more clues. We're going to head up to the coast next weekend. We're going to drive from LA to... Ooh, Seattle! Yay! Washington for the win. Especially Seattle. For those of you that don't know, I live really close to Seattle. I don't live in Seattle, but I live close to it. So... personally, I think they should have called, freaking, like, they should have called Washington the Big Apple or something to that effect, because we grow amazing freaking apples, but also we're the only state that's as green as this. So, you know, I guess the evergreen state fits too. Anyway, so we're doing the drive from LA to Awesomeville. I have an interview up there on Tuesday, and Kelly has a friend who's going to introduce her to some casting people from Vancouver. Okay, so Dan has a friend that is coming over. Let's explore what's-her-face's memories. In the bathroom? Dang it! I wanted to see her naked. I mean, what?
I thought Tommy was sleeping with us.
I'm checking to see if this is a folder.
I thought Tommy was sleeping with us.
Nasty. Pedophile. Want to sleep with your kid? Wrong with you? Hello, woman.
We just put Tommy down, and then we watched Alfred Hitchcock Presents. It was the one where the guy thinks a snake is on his stomach under the sheets, and they spend the whole episode trying to figure out if he's right or not. Dan hates snakes, so we were both holding each other, scared to death. It was great to have a normal evening again. We've been sticking to the 7 o'clock rule, and I can tell it's making a difference. We've started planning our days around making sure to be there, and we even have a new tradition. When we sit down, we each tell the family the best thing that happened to us that day. It's a small thing, but Sometimes the small things can make a big difference.
In the words of George Carlin, don't sweat the petty things and don't pet the sweaty things. What would you expect? It's freaking George Carlin. Check sofa, call Chamber of Commerce. Flubba, flubba, flubba. Where do I go now? Da, 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 da. That is definitely what you sing when you get freaked out. You just go da 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 da.
What the? Where'd it go?
Sure.
What the?
Well. Okay then. Way to freak out, dude. Okay, so I can't do Dan's anymore.
Maybe.
Search the house for more clues. So I guess I can't do Dan's anymore because I scared the living bejesus out of him.
I knew I saw something. Tommy! Linda!
Okay, so now I can just freak him out over and over again and I will have no negative repercussions. That's fun. That's fun.
It broke again.
Use the blue sheets to make a sofa fort.
Why'd it do that? Ooh, it's broke.
He's like, ooh, it's broke. It's so interesting. Alright, do that. Now I need to find the ugly sweater. Some kind of an ugly sweater they were talking about. I can't get Dan's thing for this one. But pick up some beer. I need to get drunk after seeing that thing. Right. I wonder how Dan's thing is going to end up because he saw me. So grab grabbed the sheets and gave Tommy a few tips on the finer points of structural engineering and sofa fort construction. When Dave came over, two boys stayed up, watching TV and eating ice cream, far past their bedtimes, laughing and playing until they ran out of steam and died. Linda was glad they were able to make room for everyone, but with so much going on in the house, she didn't get as much done as she would have liked to visit for her parents. They were glad they were able to come at all, though Linda didn't get a chance to pull her mother aside and see how her parents were doing. Dan hated missing a chance to get feedback on his book, and he found the company distracting. He tried to work through the commotion, but never got into a rhythm. He couldn't even focus long enough to do small corrections, so instead of accepting the role of selfless host, he spent weekend running errands not working. He also shat himself when he saw a mysterious being in the house. Vacation. So I believe I'm going to end this episode right here. I know it was a little short, but blech. Later.